Today marks 1602nd day of day lessons, day reflections. Today we speak about again about tiredness. Yesterday I shared that tiredness is a sign that maybe something in your life is not working and be able to change. Because when we're doing the right thing, very rarely we feel tired because what we do elevates our energy rather than decreases. So today we'll share five types of tiredness that we can really look into where that tiredness is coming from. And I think it's very useful to know because I could tell you that sometimes when I feel tired, I didn't know what kind of tiredness it is. So knowing signs of certain tiredness, I think that is helpful because now I know exactly what you potentially could do. So first is physical tiredness. And again, what are the cause of physical tiredness? I think that is easy to understand. Poor sleep, lack of movement, overtraining as well, overdoing something. It could be poor nutrition, their dehydration. So that means it's very easy to understand that what are the causes of physical tiredness. And again, when we look into science, of course, it could be heavy body, slow reaction, muscle soreness. Those are quite easy to understand. And then, of course, when you look into those, it's quite easy to understand that what you need to do just dehydrate it, hydrate more. You feel tired, maybe you need to sleep more. Or maybe rather than sleeping all day till 11 or 12 and then not experiencing sunlight, maybe going outside and really experience the sun. I think that could be a great thing regarding physical tiredness. Now, but we'll look into, and before going to number two, I want to say that ironically, sometimes movement will help to really feel more energized than resting because rest will not make you less tired. Number two is mental tiredness. Mental tiredness. That means we are overloaded. We're making too many decisions, multitasking, too many notifications, too many decisions, problem solving all day. Those are the causes of mental overload. And that's very, very common. So when you think about mental overload, okay, what are the signs? Brain fog, very easy to see. Can't focus. Maybe even reading the same line 5 times over and over again and not able to understand what is was written. And sometimes people are doing avoiding some tasks. So what are the fixes for that? Now, is mental overload what it means? That is overload. And so, of course, the first thing we can do is reduce the input. Going for a walk without phone, do one task at a time. Those are the great examples. Write something down. I think that is a beautiful thing as well because sometimes when we have three things in our mind, it seems like hundreds. When we write down those three things, it says, oh, it's not that much. So right now, sometimes is very, very useful. And again, sometimes when we mentally overload, the only thing that we need to understand is we need empty space, not stimulation. Number three is emotional tiredness. It's an interesting thing that in the past I didn't understand what it means, emotional tiredness, and I was in that immortalized. The things that you do not understand most likely will end up there, and what it is, what are the causes? Conflict, toxic environment, toxic relationships, suppressed emotions, caring for others constantly, pressure to perform, all those things is putting pressure on your nervous system, and nervous systems sometimes are making us feel tired, and that is emotional tired. So what are the signs? Irritability, yes, I experience it. Feeling numb, yes, I experience. Small things triggers you, yes, I experience it. And everything could feel a little bit overwhelming, and sometimes even a lot. So all those experience I experienced, and that's where I studied a month ago nervous system because I realized that emotional tiredness was something that I was experiencing. So what are the fixes? Boundaries, if you are in a toxic relationship, is extremely important. Honest conversations with yourself and others. Processing emotions, understanding your emotions, and reflecting and building awareness is a great thing. And time with people who really recharge you and not spending time with people who drain you. So those are the probably the best things that are the best things to really heal from emotional tiredness. And I think that's Interesting thing that emotional fatigue could make even smallest things seem impossible. I knew about physical tiredness, I knew about mental tiredness, but never knew about emotional tiredness. And that's exactly, if you don't know, I said that you can potentially fall into it. Number four is purpose tiredness. And what it means is that what you do is not meaningful and is difficult. So that means you work on the work that you don't care about, goals that is not yours, and potentially living your life by default, not by design. Living on autopilot that someone created a life for you and now you live on autopilot and you not choose your life. And the science is procrastination. Again, somebody says, why I procrastinate? Maybe you are not pursuing something that is meaningful for you. Constant boredom, feeling stuck, no excitement about the future whatsoever. So, what are the fixes? Of course, reconnection with meaning goals, reconnecting with yourself, reflecting who you truly are and what you want to pursue. Create challenges for yourself, self chosen challenges. Really working something bigger for yourself, with yourself. Because it's interesting thing that you can sleep 10 hours, 12 hours, 16 hours, and you still feel tired because you just don't feel that you waking up will mean anything. And if you waking up doesn't mean anything, that means that there is something that we need to create in our life that could create meaning, that you waking up would mean a lot. And that is what is purpose hard. And last one is that sometimes I think that that is basically nowadays tiredness is that sensory or dopamine tiredness. And then, of course, it's the causes are just very, very easy to understand. Social media, constant videos, notifications, screens all day, information overload, just coming from left and right, left and right. And what that signs that is that you can't tolerate sitting in stillness. You can't tolerate boredom. Constant urge to really look in the phone, and there's nothing to look, but you're still looking and hoping that something will pop up. Low attention span. You're not able to watch long um, time videos anymore. Like 30 minutes, that's it, too much. You need to watch 1 minute, 3 minutes. If you see that 5, 15 minutes, oh, I cannot look that much. Feeling wired but tired. That means that wired to look into something but tired to look. So, what are the fixes? Sometimes boredom, stillness is a fix. Silence, nature, phone free time, those are the best fixes. And really deep focus work. And sometimes deep focus work could be 10 minutes, then 15 minutes, then 20 minutes. Being able to increase over time. That's the most important part. Being able to improve your deep work little by little. When you're able to remove that multitasking and focus on one thing at a time and really increase our productivity by focusing on one thing at a time is a beautiful thing. So today it was just really a lot of information, and but I think that it's a beautiful thing to really reflect. Okay, where my tiredness coming from, and knowing exactly what you need to do. I think it helps to really focus on things that matter. So I hope you choose to win, and see you tomorrow.